to rock and roll!
Hello my friends. My name is Bot Mathematician and this is Holoman Sir.
Also, Chief Investigative Reporter Dora joined us this evening.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop. Guys, it's time to sum up the Festival of Legends and announce the main stars of this season of Hearthstone. And also check our collections for compliance with the current metagame. Which legendary cards are still the best to craft in July and which ones are hopelessly useless? How do expectations match reality, and how have balance changes affected the usefulness of the cards?
Great idea Dora. Today we will share with you the final list of the best legendary cards for the current expansion phase. For 4 months, we have been closely monitoring the community's expectations and the real effectiveness of the new legendary cards. And now, in anticipation of the release of a new set, we can determine how much the usefulness of the cards has changed during this time.
To determine the worst and best cards, we came up with the Utility Index. This is an algorithm that, without taking into account subjective factors, determines the most necessary and completely useless cards for your collection. To do this, it analyzes win rate under various circumstances, the overall popularity within the class, flexibility for different strategies and finally, usefulness in other formats. Cards that receive about 50% can be considered promising. Most often, these are niche tools that for various reasons, do not have impressive popularity within the class, but are useful for a certain strategy.
The highest utility index can be obtained by more efficient cards that are useful for several different archetypes.
This time, instead of the change in utility per month, we added the change in utility after the release.
This will let you know how much the utility of the card has changed in a few months. The same goes for mini-set cards.
In addition to the statistics that the guys collect for the algorithm, I collected and added data on the predictions of popular streamers in our community during the announcement season. In my opinion, this is a good way to compare the expectations with the harsh reality. But don't take this data too seriously, as predictions are made for fun. Also, I've highlighted cards that were buffed or nerfed during balance patches, so you can see how that affected their effectiveness and utility. In other words, we have collected a ton of data for you and presented it in a very simple and understandable way. This video will be extremely helpful for checking your collection and identifying cards that have too little chance of a bright future. Our efforts definitely deserve a like from you. Don't you think so?
To begin, let's look at one of the cards in more detail.
You will all cheer for me! I mean us!
The Heartbreaker Hadonis Utility Index dropped to 1%, although after release the card was 32% more useful than it is now. This legendary has completely disappeared from the metagame. Only 3% of priests continue to experiment with this tool. Although the card still has combo potential, which could not be revealed this season due to lack of synergy. Other than that, the card is useless for the wild format, as well as for the duels mode.
We hope that the logic of this approach will remain extremely clear to you.
We will leave the rest of the cards without comment, and meet you at the end of the list.
Millhouse in the house!
No one moves like I do! Shikiel, Asbeladum, Gala!
You gotta let the music do the magic.
The light bends to my sweet moves. You're in the right place to melt your face!
Music is the truth. Just listen.
Oh, you think you can battle rap?
My torment is my muse.
Your fate is bound to me.
I bring the Megadeth!
Play the bridge, then burn it down.
We gonna need more room in the bits!
The Grim Totem have had enough of your noise!
Music's for everybody, eh?
Everybody, pose for the camera!
Thousand Needles, are you ready to rock?
Hey, you! Install these for me, won't yez?
We would like to share our findings with you. Most of the buffs actually made the cards significantly more useful, but that didn't help Rhythm Dancer Riza get better. At the same time, the nerf didn't affect the usefulness of POSIC Audio Engineer. Some of our subscribers are still amazed at how useful this card is.
An important feature of the Festival of Legends is the great utility of neutral cards, 2 of which we received for free. In addition, the set has some very good universal technical tools for the Mage, Warlock and Hunter.
Unfortunately, most of the new strategies were not influential enough during the expansion phase. For this reason, packs from the Festival of Legends were not the most profitable to buy. There is a good chance that most cards will become completely useless after the release of Titans.
Traditionally, the second set of the year is the most influential, and with the fact that Festival of Legends failed to take over the metagame, the influence of the Titans could be titanic. Regardless, I'm feeling good about the health of the current competitive environment, but I'm very tired of the dominance of Death Knights, Hunters, pure Paladins throughout the phase, as well as wild format strategies like Outcast Demon Hunter, Totem Shaman, and Secret Mage.
At the same time, I like the resurrection of mech strategies that became effective again after the rotation.
What do you think of the Festival of Legends phase? Are you satisfied with the expansion results?
How many legendary cards did you manage to collect?
Share your thoughts in the comments and join the voting for the best legendary cards from the Titans expansion on our community tab.
Finally, we want to express our boundless gratitude to our sponsors. Dear friends, your support is invaluable. Many thanks to each of you.
We also want to welcome new subscribers to our mathematician squad. We only see nicknames of public users who have not hidden the subscription section on their channel, but we are grateful to everyone for joining.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for spending this time with us. We really hope that we will have the opportunity to get in touch in the next video.
Take care of yourself.
And never give up.
Freestyle!
Job's done.